cutting me off. They keep taking me off because they know I'm telling the truth. Like, am I being striked right now? I think I'm being shadow banned. They don't want me to speak out on call out Triple H on his bad booking. They keep cutting me off. Every time I'm here to select an arena, they don't let me do it. Like, what's up with that? They don't want me to. That's weird to me. Every time I'm about to select an arena or something, they don't let me do it. I don't understand. This is very odd. Very weird to me. Every time I'm trying to do something, they don't let me do it. Bro, it's not streaming. I'm like, yo, why won't they? Every time I keep calling out John Cena, I keep calling out Triple H, they give me a problem. Why? I think it's very clear on why. I think I know why. I'm just saying, like, they calling me out, but that's odd to me. Anyways, like I was saying, because they ain't gonna cut me off and talk. Listen, I'm telling you what's right and what's wrong, bro. Anyways, um, yeah. So we get to this here. We get to the babyface turn with Brock. That's all they had to do. Cena could have went in that match as a heel. I, I don't get it. I just don't. I don't understand how hard this is. This ain't hard stuff, guys. This shit ain't hard. This is not hard. I'm coming up with this stuff off the top of my head, guys. The top off the dome. Which means when they have all that time in the booking room, there's no way they can't come up with this stuff. No way. This is unacceptable. There is no way they cannot come up with what I'm telling you right now. I've been watching wrestling all my life. So half of this is based off what I've learned from booking when it comes to how Vince books stuff, Triple H books stuff, and just genuinely how I would do it. I've had countless matches in my room with my action figures. I've booked WrestleManias. I've booked Survivor Series. I've booked Monday Night Raws. I've booked SummerSlams. I've booked SmackDowns. I've booked Superstars. I've booked Main Event. I've booked NXT. I've booked Main Event. I've booked NXT. I've booked Survivor Series. I've booked No Way Out. I've booked Breaking Point. I've booked whatever. I've been booking all my life, bro. I stopped booking it like 10 years ago because I was, what, 13? Yeah, around 13, I stopped playing with my action figures. Nah, I think way before 13. 13 was 2015. I gave up my wrestlers to Fabian's brother when I was like 12. Yeah, I gave him up. Like, yeah, I would say maybe 12, 13, I stopped playing with the action figures. So I wasn't booking in my room, but I was booking on Universe mode. I've been booking for a long time, bro. I just wonder why the folks who are actually booking can't come up with anything compelling for John Cena. And then, oh, we didn't even get to talk about this. John Cena told these dudes he gave them 200 dates. John Cena wanted to be there all year. All year. All year. John Cena wanted to be there all year. What happens? They say, nah, John, we're good with 36. 36 dates, bro. Hold on. Let me reply to this here text message. Anyway, yeah, I mean, John Cena wanted to give these guys a full year, 200 dates. They said, "No, we just need you for 36." And keep it a thou Weezy, like I keep it with you guys. I don't need John Cena on television 200 times. I guess he was gonna do the live events and stuff. If you gave John Cena 20 more dates, this would be fleshed out more. 20 dates, bro. You gave John Cena 25 more dates. Excuse me. Even if you gave Cena 10 more dates, this would have worked out better. He wanted to give you 200, and you take not even 1/3 of. I don't understand how they fucked this up. I just don't get it. I don't get it. He gave you the fact that Cena. I think Cena being a yes man, you know, because he wants what's best for the company and all this shit. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you're John Cena. I need you to, brother, just own that you're John Cena. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. Don't have these guys just have you do something because they think it makes sense. If it don't make sense, if the story don't call for it, then don't do it. Don't do it. TKO not taking 200 dates is taking the most amount of dates is crazy to me. That's ridiculous. This dude was willing to give you a full year, no more commitments but wrestling. He don't got to wrestle on every show, but he damn sure don't need to be talking for 18 shows with no match. During the heel turn, you want to know what they could have did? John Cena could have just, if his thing was ruining wrestling, and I know that everyone's point of view on ruining wrestling is a lot different, but if John Cena really wanted to ruin wrestling, he should have went all in on ruining wrestling. Why don't you go to NXT? Bro, John Cena, his music could have played, or hell, maybe he could have took a page out of Tommaso Ciampa's book, and you know what I'm saying? No music, no music, no music. He could have went out there with no music, sat down in the middle of the NXT ring, and said, "I'm gonna ruin wrestling." Drops the mic. He could have talked a little bit longer too. He could have been like, for years and years and years, I've been trying my best to develop all those bums backstage, and there's no new stars. I'm the reason why WWE is here. The reason why it's WWE is the reason why it's where it is today. Not no one in the back can fill my shoes. And until someone who can fill my shoes wants to fill my shoes, I'm going to sit in the middle of this ring and no one's going to do anything about it. I can't stay long. Oh, dude. Yo. Oh, listen, James, I know you make some dollars, big man. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself something nice. But thanks for coming through, bro. I appreciate it. I'm happy I was able to talk about some wrestling with you. Yeah, Cena could have just sat down in the middle of the NXT ring and said, there is no one back there that can fill my boots. And since I'm going to ruin wrestling, no one's going to be able to watch any of it. Now, obviously, with the show being a show, someone's going to interrupt him. But you figure that out as you figure it out. And yes, you have John Cena beat these guys clean. He's going to the developmental system. Developmental system. Why wouldn't he beat these guys? He's not burying the talent. It's John Cena. Bro, all I would do is, I just don't know why they didn't go all in on this. That's when you have Trick Williams come out. And then you have Trick Williams. I would have did this the whole WrestleMania week, right? He gets RKO'd by Randy on Monday Night Raw, I guess. You know, whatever. That's fine. Randy Orton's the only dude I would be fine with John Cena looking up at the lights because that makes sense. RKO out of nowhere, right? But he goes on NXT the night after, and he says all that shit. Trick Williams is good on the mic. He could talk. He could hold his own. He could be like, weren't you the one that got RKO'd by Randy Orton last night? You've been caught slipping, bro. You know how Trick Williams talk. And then John Cena can say, last time I checked, you were wrestling on Saturday, not on Sunday, and you got your ass whooped by Obafemi and Javon Evans. So now Cena's mentioning two other guys, right? Oba and Javon. He got caught slipping. Right now he's mentioning Obafemi and Javon Evans. Obafemi better beat Cody Rhodes on Saturday, by the way. Anyways, he better not lose to Cody Rhodes. I don't give a fuck nobody say. Trick Williams runs the match with John Cena right then and there. Hell, John Cena don't got to squash Trick Williams on NXT now. They can have a really good match, but it can be like, you can see that there's levels to this. And if you want Cena to, I feel like he should win clean because he's facing an NXT talent. But if you want him to win dirty because he's a heel, go ahead. But that's Trick Williams elevated because he's facing John Cena. I don't get the problem. Then you can have Trick Williams remain on the hill run that he's on. He's crashing out because, man, I just lost to NXT Stand and Deliver. I just lost to John Cena. I'm not holding back on nobody. Then the TNA run that he has makes sense. Why? Because his loss to John Cena fired him up to take on the whole wrestling landscape. Then he became TNA champion. Then you see where the booking elevates everyone. Because now WWE don't want to pin nobody. They don't want no one to lose no match. Man, bro, forget all that, bro. Wrestling is about winning and losing. And the fact that everybody want to say that wrestling's fake anyways, well then why can't no one be pinned? That makes no sense. So he does. So he gets RKO'd by Randy Orton on Monday Night Raw. Trick Williams calls him out. He's like, "Didn't you just get RKO'd?" He tells him, "Didn't you just lose the match?" He beats him that night. What does John Cena do on Friday Night SmackDown? Cody Rhodes comes out to it. Well, we didn't see Cody Rhodes till damn near mid-May. So he said he's going to ruin wrestling. I don't know. Maybe. What was the other thing going on the SmackDown side during WrestleMania? Jacob Fatu won the U.S. title. Oh, perfect. Jacob Fatu come out there talking about, or Solo. Yes. Solo comes out there trying to talk about how, yeah, we did it. John Cena comes out. He's like, I got my ones back on you last year at WrestleMania, but you're going to lose the same way that I did. Get a ref out here right now. Now, I'm not saying have Solo Sikoa get squashed. I think that you can have a rift between John Cena, Solo Sikoa, and Jacob Fatu. John Cena low-key could be the lethal protector in this sense in terms of defending Jacob Fatu. Be like, well, actually, you didn't do anything. He actually won that match without you out there. And to be honest, you see what I'm saying? Like, he could defend Jacob Fatu while Jacob Fatu don't trust nobody anyways. He can still go out there and do his thing. Then you run John Cena versus Solo Sikoa on Friday Night SmackDown. John Cena wins the match. Then you can have Randy Orton come out on Friday Night SmackDown. Surprisingly, RKO's John Cena. Randy Orton and The Edge are the only two niggas who really have had John Cena like that. You know what I'm saying? And I already talked about the Brock Lesnar thing, so I'm not really going to get into Brock Lesnar. And then obviously CM Punk. But since that's the next one, we're going to get to him too. We get to Backlash and Cena beats Randy Orton clean. No shenanigans with R-Truth. Why? Because as John Cena is coming out on these shows, that's when you have John Cena just look at Stu and be like, Stu, you've been doing this for so long. Get a new job. I don't know, bro. It don't take a lot for a heel, bro. You just have to be an asshole. He could just look at Stu. He could just push Stu down to the ground. Or he could really charge Stu and be like, hold the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways to do this stuff. That way, when John Cena is making his way, he's making his way backstage, R-Truth, now this is when you can actually get some seriousness out of R-Truth and actually make sense out of it. R-Truth could be like, yo, John, like, yo. And then John's just walking, not really paying him any mind. And then he's like, yo, John. So now Cena's like, what's good with this guy? Truth could be like, yo, bro, like, what's good with you out there, John? Like, you pushing Stu, you walking over to, and now you can have a little bit of comedy, but not too much. You could be like, you messing with Stu, you going to NTX, messing up what they got going on in the developmental system instead of helping them out. Like, what's good with you, John? Like, what's up with you? And then John could look at him straight in his face and be like, get out of my face, right? And then R2 could really tap in and be like, hold up. Because the last time you and I met in the ring, I whooped your ass. Because he did low-key whoop his ass. Right? Like, then you elevate R-Truth. Why didn't we use this retirement tour to elevate guys? Cena wants to go out elevating folks by having NXT versus the main roster on Saturday night's main event this upcoming Saturday. But I'm like, hey, you don't even have enough. They're not even booking that show correct. And which we'll get to that too. You can run R-Truth on SmackDown. Run it on SmackDown. Now, I'm not saying R-Truth needed to beat John Cena, but I mean, if you wanted to, you could have just had Cena not take him serious. And that's how he loses. That way, it's a loss, but it's not like Cena really, lost a match for real. Or hell, if you really want Cena to get some real heel heat, bro, just have him beat the living shit out of R-Truth. Make him bleed, bro. By knockout. And he just keeps beating his ass. Then you get Cody Rhodes to come out. Why? Because it's past May. You only got June, July, August. You need to run the gauntlet for Cody Rhodes to get to SummerSlam. But in the midst of that, he's facing CM Punk. Take out all that Bloodline Rule shit that happened at the end of Night of Champions. I don't need all that. That way, you can have it could be Summer of Punk again. Punk's trying to get the WWE Championship from Cena. Huh? Then you avoid doing Punk versus Cody because you're trying to save that for WrestleMania 42 in Vegas. Like, I feel crazy saying all this stuff because I'm like, damn, like, are the guys in charge this dumb? I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging. Sounds really good. I'm just like, bro, this ain't hard, man. That way you could really run the Cena and CM Punk shit going on. You could run that. That's going really well. And then you get to the point where Cena does beat Punk. But if you want to have Cena start to turn babyface, and which I don't think that needs to happen until you get closer to Cody and Cena's situation, um, you can't have him sit in the ring. And like maybe he does look at R-Truth like, damn, like that really, whoa, like that was kind of crazy. It could literally be like the way that Harry started to look at himself after he killed Craven when he ate him. Like, whoa, like what was that over me just now? And then he just does the smirk and be like, nah, he deserved it. And then he walks to the back with the championship on his back, or if he has it backwards on his waist. This is easy. This is easy. Easy stuff. And then during this whole time, that John Cena shirt that they sold, which is like his Titantron shirt, which is literally an all black shirt that just says John Cena, he's wearing that stuff the whole time. Wearing all black. Hell, have on black jorts, bro. Just all black. He could still have the shorts, or maybe he goes back to the cargo black shorts from 2015. If you know, you know. I wouldn't change a damn thing. So we get to the SummerSlam match, and that happens, and the Brock Lesnar shit takes off. But in the midst of this, Cena goes back to NXT. Then Cena, peep game. Cena goes back to NXT as a babyface. The roster ain't rocking with it. Hold up, last time you came over here to NXT, you tried to play us. You want to know who you have Cena face? You can have him face Ethan Page. You can have him face Obafemi. I'm trying to think of the other top hills on NXT. Hell, you could have him walk past some of the ladies since they run NXT, in my opinion. Jada Parker has an attitude like anyone. She could be like, John, I don't know about that. I don't know if we could trust you around here. You know how Jada talk. He'll be like, you know what? I'll prove it to you. Or Ava, even though that's, she still got relations with The Rock, be like, hey, and that way you could kind of have that rift, because it's like, I don't really know if I got to walk on eggshells when it comes to talking to Ava, because I just lost the title. I sold my soul to The Rock. Even though they tried to move away from that, I'm just saying that's The Rock that you're kind of talking to, right? Be like, I want to make it right. Give me your best. That's available tonight. Maybe it is Obafemi. I feel like you have him face a heel. And I would have a heel lose or win by disqualification. That way, that's the time you have Cena lose while protecting Cena, because he doesn't lose clean. He's a babyface trying to go back to NXT after he just tried to fuck up NXT 4 months ago? No. You don't win around these parts. No. That's why I would say Ethan Page is probably the best heel they got, if you didn't run it with Trick Williams already, but everybody fucks with Trick, so that's not really going to work either. Hell, if you really wanted to, have it be Obafemi. Have him be like, nah, go back to Raw. Don't come back here. I think I would have saved that for Saturday night's main event, but you get what I'm saying. Like, Cena loses or he wins by disqualification, but he loses, but like maybe he just gets hit, but the ref don't see it. Because niggas don't fuck with him on NXT. You lose to a heel, but you're elevating a heel. Now that heel can go flaunting around. Well, I just beat John Cena last week. And Ava's like, well, did you really? He's like, well, put me in the ring with somebody else. Then elevating the tide is what they missed on this whole John Cena thing. And I've already talked about on numerous amounts of times how they didn't use John Cena backstage enough. Interacting with people. Look at the interactions that Roman has with these folks. And not my fault. I didn't even have a match on here for like almost 10 minutes. Look at the interactions Cena's had with essentially nobody else. Like when Roman has interactions with everyone else, it's like, whoa, Roman Reigns can talk to people that's not in the bloodline. Whoa, I never seen that coming. Why? Because they didn't have him talk to nobody. Where's Saturday night's main event? Yeah, like I mean, they make me feel crazy, man. They make me feel crazy. And to be honest, they make me feel crazy because I know that this stuff is possible. This ain't hard. The fact that I'm coming up with this by looking at a damn video game screen means that all that time that they spend in Stamford, Connecticut, upstairs, eating donuts and probably not really doing anything for real, lets me know that they're not really doing a job, twin. They're not taking this shit serious enough. They ain't taking it serious enough for me, bro. Then, for instance, he faces Gunther. I would have had him face Gunther overseas, bro. They don't need to be at. Now, I could get with the Saturday night's main event match because it's on Saturday. So, like, I'm kind of like, I want to see this happen now. To be honest, him facing Gunther is really poetic. I mean, Gunther says he's going to make him tap, which means Gunther can't win by pinfall. So, it's either tap out or bust. Matter of fact, let's fast forward. I pretty much walked y'all through how they could have booked 9 months in this retirement tour. Let's skip to December. You want him to face Gunther? Fine. No one-on-one promo? You didn't even give Cena the chance to tear this guy to shreds. He didn't even get the chance to. This is what I'm saying. Like, he talking about something it takes a long time to build a hit. No. The same way you had minimal promos with Punk, this is the guy who's supposed to be retiring you. He needs more. You got to give him more than that. Which means all of this would have been brought back at least a few weeks in advance. That's another thing. This whole retirement, the last time is now tournament. Okay, like you're fighting for the rights to beat Cena. There's no what else is there to fight for here? For bragging rights? I would have had. If it's like a thing where it's like if you beat Cena, I don't know, you're automatically, I don't know, you get a title opportunity, something. There's got to be, I would have made there be more coming out of beating John Cena. And that way, I also would have been having, Cena probably only would have lost 2 matches this whole year, to be honest, but with the amount of dates that he would have offered, 2 losses is like this dude never really lost. He would have lost to Cody, and he would have lost 1 time to someone on NXT after he tried to make it right. I don't get this. Because I don't count the Royal Rumble match as a loss. It's a Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble match don't count as an L, and what else? Elimination Chamber, I guess, doesn't really happen, maybe. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But I mean, like, you would have had Super Cena here. So you really got to put in the work to beat John Cena. And I know that Cena's won his last 3 matches, but then we get to this Dominic Mysterio shit. This would have happened in September. And he wouldn't have had 3 dates to do it. Dominic don't lose by losing the IC title to Cena and not getting it back. But it was cool. It was a great moment. Great moment. Also, this Saturday night's main event would have took place in Boston. No way. And yes, I am using Gunther because, hell, I want to feel like it's a challenge trying to beat John Cena too. It shouldn't be easy. It might seem a little bit easy because, I mean, I play the game a lot, but other than that, this should not be an easy match. This is John Cena at the end of the day. I just feel like they didn't utilize, I'm going to end this podcast. I'm going to end this with, hopefully beating Cena. Since this is last match, right? Last match, last 3 points I'm going to make about this. And then we're running a Madden live stream right after this. I really just want to get 1 game in, and that's it. I'm kind of hungry, too. But yeah, I just feel like the opportunities that they had with John Cena this year, they didn't capitalize on to the least of expectations. I mean, the Dominic stuff should have took place a long time ago. If you really want someone to be elevated by beating John Cena in NXT exhibition matches the whole time, hell, you could have had, if you really wanted, you could have had Cena face someone from NXT. You could have did the last time is now through NXT. Whoever wins the last time is now tournament and gets to face John Cena. If you lose, you go back to NXT. If you win, you're on the main roster. That way you get more. Cena wants to get more eyes on the younger talent, Have these niggas watch NXT. That way, the last time is now. Cena got to face a new up and comer from NXT that ran through NXT's gauntlet. So I would have had Obafemi lose the NXT title maybe by the same time that Cena lost his WWE Championship. So what's the summer event for NXT? Whatever the summer event for NXT is, that's what I would have had Obafemi lose this NXT title to Javon Evans. Obafemi runs through the last time is now tournament. He faces John Cena at Saturday night's main event. But we know he's facing Cena at Saturday night's main event way before SummerSlam. I mean, way before Survivor Series. That way, Obafemi can now run through NXT. Not have him run through NXT because he's running through NXT through the tournament, but I'm just saying, like, he has a few matches where it's like, actually now have Obafemi be on the main roster for a month. You have him face guys like, you have him face the LA Knights. You have him face, I'm about to lose to Cena on accident, by the way. You have him face all these other people on the main roster. You know, you got folks being like, yo, you just went through NXT, but this is where the big dogs are. You don't belong here. Have him face them. There's a few folks that could take L's from Obafemi on the main roster. And as much as I don't really think LA Knight should be losing like that, I mean, it would have just been whatever, right? I mean, it's Obafemi. This is the guy you want to build for the future. Who cares? Who really cares? All the folks who lost in this, they could have fought him. Or he could have fought them. So he could have fought Shinsuke Nakamura. He could have fought, Jey Uso. I mean, Jey Uso went back to the tag team division anyway, so does it really matter? No. I'm just saying, like, they could have... What he wanted to happen could have happened so much better. You want them to look at the younger talent. Have them watch NXT because those are the guys who are potentially going to face you. And even if it looks like it's so damn obvious, then maybe you have the tournament be a NXT versus WWE tournament, right? Where NXT talent faces main roster talent faces NXT talent. Now you're having cross promotion where some matches are happening on NXT, some matches are happening on Raw, some matches are happening on SmackDown. Then you have the runner-ups. Then you have the runner-ups go through a whole. Why am I can't timing on this. I need to do. Let me get my other controller. Hold on. Because why can't I kick up? All right, we're gonna try this again. I just brought him back in the ring, but yeah, I'm like, you know, there's ways to do this. That way, John Cena's proposal. Wow, he's getting beat again. John Cena's proposal on having, eyes get on the younger talent happens because they have to tune into NXT to see who's gonna be John Cena's last opponent. This is simple. It's so simple. That way, now you have no choice but to pay attention to the young talent because you're like, yo, like, does this guy have a chance? Does he or does he not? You want to know what else you could have did? You could have said the winner of John Cena's last match enters in at number 15 or is number 30 in the Royal Rumble as well. See, now you get a main roster spot and you automatically get good good spotting in the Royal Rumble. Like, why? And mind you, this is ahead of time now. This is ahead of time. So this isn't really retrospect. This is me just saying they could just do this now. Missed opportunity. You want to give it to Gunther, a guy who's beaten Goldberg earlier this year to retire him. That made sense for his character. He come talking about some John Cena's the best sports entertainer while I'm the best professional wrestler. Bro, you had your gimmick with the beating someone who's not a real wrestler and beating Goldberg already. Why do we got to do this to John Cena? Why are we making it seem like Cena can't wrestle? What's with that? I don't understand. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't get it, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna run this match right quick. I'm gonna put the finishers on fast. That way we can get in and out of here. You know what? We're gonna have this take place in. No, we'll put it in SMNE. You know, entrance is off. This is what the match should have been. They should have just had Cena face Obafemi. Obafemi beats John Cena in a tough matchup. I would not have Cena get ran over by Oba. Obafemi's now on the main roster. He doesn't have to. That way, Oba. Now you build Oba on the main roster. You have him run through a few guys. I'm trying to think of who's on the main roster right now. I also would have had Cena face or come into contact with Carmelo Hayes, particularly at the Boston show, since they both would have been home. You get two baby faces in the mix there. Even if it's a simple interaction, or maybe Cena helps. Maybe Cena helps Melo win. I don't know. Carmelo Hayes has been beefing with The Miz this whole time. Maybe you get a match where Cena runs a match with The Miz on Friday Night SmackDown. Or maybe it's Melo versus Miz on SmackDown. And Cena helps Carmelo Hayes win. I don't know. There's ways to get to where they wanted to go. I just feel like they wanted to do the hard way. You don't have to do the hard way when Cena's right there, bro. He's a company man, so that means if he's really willing to get the eyes on the younger talent, he would have had a younger talent win the match. Gunther isn't even the future. He's the right now. Why are we booking this guy like he's the future? And if he's the future, then why is Gunther not wrestling on Monday Night Raw, bro? They got these guys that never wrestle in any matches. What sense does that make? If he's the future, then I don't see him getting no reps. It's a shame, guys. It's a shame. This is the third live stream I'm doing in an hour's time because they keep cutting me off because they know I'm telling the truth. Long story short, Cena's heel run, Cena's retirement. The heel turn wasn't the problem. The execution was. Execution messed up Cena's retirement tour. And I don't think it ruins his legacy, but I mean, his legacy when it comes to winning matches, I mean, I could justify him not winning no clean matches early on, which is why he turned heel. I could justify that. But I also would have just had Cena be Super Cena, bro. It's okay for niggas to lose matches, but they never want guys to lose matches. So, seems like I'm going to lose this match because I can't really focus while I'm trying to talk. And that's fine. But, I mean, what they wanted to achieve could have been achieved a lot easier than the way that they went to do it. Could have been achieved a lot more easier, guys. A lot more easier. But John Cena's my GOAT. I love what he's done for the company. I love what the impact he's left on me. Cena retires on Saturday. I'm not ready for it. And as bad as his retirement tour has been, I'm still going to tune in on Saturday. I'm going to be at work, but I'm still going to tune in. I'm still probably going to have a few tears, man. John Cena is retiring. I can't believe it. It's been Peter Parker since I've been an adult, but since a kid it's been Spider-Man and John Cena. Those are the two. Those guys have been my heroes, guys. And I feel like that's why I'm so passionate about this, because I just feel like he just deserves more. He's given so much to a company that decides to just use him as a cash cow on his way out. That don't fit well. I don't feel right with that, you know? But I'm able to make the best out of it because of the childhood that I had with John Cena. So I hope that everyone else is able to do that. I hope that this made a lot of sense. I don't really like to come on here complaining, but when complaints are warranted, you just gotta hear them. You gotta hear them. I'm one to let shit play out, but this, I tried to let it play out, and when it played out, they just played in my face. So, yeah, guys, this is it for this stream. I'm going to run Madden soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this here video. If you're on the playback watching this playback, hearing me complain about Cena's retirement tour, man, I appreciate you. Love and appreciate you. Thanks for joining. And yeah, guys, let's enjoy Cena's last match. Like I said, Gunther, he said he's gonna make Cena tap out. So either Cena's gonna pass out, tap out, or he's gonna win. Because Gunther can't win by pinfall. So maybe the final boss actually shows up at the end of the night. Who knows? I'm not really banking on it. Don't really care to see it at this point. You ain't come this whole time. Don't come now. But if you would like to take an attitude adjustment, I think that would put a smile on my face, and I'll be like, he deserves not an attitude adjustment. He deserves the FU. Don't attitude adjustment this guy. Give that guy the FU. If you know, you know. So, hope you guys were able to enjoy this. Like I said, Cena's either gonna tap, pass out, or he's gonna win. I'm looking forward to Saturday. I'm looking forward to seeing it, but I'm not looking forward to see it pass by because that will be the end of John Cena's career. So, it's been your boy Fizzle, the great one, guys. Thanks for coming and chatting to the comments. For those who popped in for a minute or two, or hell, if you watched the whole thing, I really appreciate it. But once again, it's been your boy Fizzle, the great one. I'm gonna ask you to do a few things, and that is like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'm out, bro.